Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. JOTA, and today, surprisingly, we have to talk about a new name related to Real Madrid, attached to Real Madrid, that nobody was expected, by the way, and that name is Gabriel Jesus, the forward from Manchester City. But before to get started with that, before to get into Gabriel Jesus rumor, let's put some more details on the agreement between Tchouameni and Real Madrid. Because according to the Spanish newspapers, media, rumors, and all the stuff, today might be the day. Today might be crucial in the future of Tchouameni to sign for Real Madrid. The reason for that is because according to Marco Ruiz in Diario AS, Real Madrid was the first one in negotiating with Monaco, and apparently they still have and keep the priority for the French club. And of course, they will be waiting for Real Madrid to throw an offer on the table that might be around the 50-60 million, and that's it. So once the deal is completely, total and completed and all the stuff, there won't be any trouble because the player wants to play for Real Madrid, and we are not expecting for him to have any other, for the agreement to have any other issue or something that we don't know, right? So once we learn Monaco has accepted the offer from Real Madrid, then Tchouameni might become a new Real Madrid player. So other than that, we're good. And I don't think PSG has nothing to do with Tchouameni, because even although they are trying to steal the player for 100 million on the table, Monaco doesn't want to sell that player to a direct rival. PSG and Monaco play in the same league, so that would be a very not very smart move from the Monaco side. So let's see what happens. But today we might hear something about Tchouameni and Real Madrid. And now let's get into the news of the day, which is the rumor that is linking to Gabriel Jesus and Real Madrid. All that happened, all that came up from an article from José Félix Díaz in Diario Marca, claiming Gabriel Jesus, like other player, has been offered to Real Madrid to play in Real Madrid, to sign a contract with Real Madrid. But the difference is Real Madrid, Carlo Ancelotti, Florentino Perez are considering to Gabriel Jesus, unlike other players that have been offered to Real Madrid, and Real Madrid haven't even thought about it, haven't even considered these players. Gabriel Jesus is different because Carlo Ancelotti really likes the player. When he was coaching to Bayern de Munich, apparently he was about to sign the player, and back in the day, Gabriel Jesus was very close to Real Madrid. So now it could happen, considering Manchester City has signed already the Erling Haaland and Julian Alvarez, and apparently the player will be no longer more important for Guardiola and for the future of Manchester City. So I don't think he will be another starter in the Manchester City side. So that's why the reason is pushing the player to leave and join Real Madrid next season. The only problem is the player is a Brazilian player, originally from Brazil, so that means Real Madrid has a lot of people out of the European Union with a foreigner passport. So that is a concern, considering we already have two: Take Kubo, Gabriel Reinier, and also Militao, Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo Goes. So they might not play together, right? Because it's not allowed to have more than up to three extra communitarian players. So they're still waiting for Vinicius Jr. to get the passport, but we still have to wait a little bit more. So let's see what happens. The other thing regarding to Gabriel Jesus is, according to Anton Meana, the player is asking for 5 million euros as a salary, which is to me a very good salary, because it's not something like crazy, and of course it's something Real Madrid can pay with no problem. It is pretty much the same salary Mariano Diaz and Luka Jovic have in Real Madrid, so that would be great. The other issue with Gabriel Jesus is, if the player signs for Real Madrid, considering he's 26 years old, he might join in a kind of long-term contract, right? maybe 4 or 5 years. But the problem is, according to the same reports, Real Madrid is waiting now for Erling Haaland to activate the clause that would release the player from Manchester City in 2024. So that is when Real Madrid is planning to go all ahead and sign the Norwegian player. So that is something that might not like to Gabriel Jesus, and if he signs a contract for only 2 years, right? So that is the second concern that Real Madrid has. Other than that, we're good. The player is able to dribble, he can play both sides and both wings, and he can play as a center forward. He has scored 13 goals, 12 assists, so he's a very good player, but we still have to think hard a little bit more before they go ahead and try to sign him. But of course, that is the most important name of today. So let's see if Real Madrid is really interested in the player, or on the other hand, we might wait a little bit more. By the way, let me tell you something. In the same article written by Jose Felix Diaz, 3 other players have been offered to Real Madrid so far. Those 3 players are Raheem Sterling, number 1. To me, it is the most unlikely to happen. Second one, Rafael Leao. We heard a couple weeks ago Real Madrid was throwing on the table about 120 million for the player, but it's still, to me, far away, right? And the third one is Romelu Lukaku. After his season in Chelsea, after coming back from Inter, after saying publicly he would join Real Madrid, of course, he was offered to Real Madrid, but I don't think at all Real Madrid is thinking about signing the Belgian player. But we'll see, because I mean, in soccer, if there is something pretty sure, is you can never expect anything like normal, because everything is a surprise these days. So let's see what happens. But the most important here is about Gabriel Jesus. We will keep tracking and monitoring the situation to see and figure out if Real Madrid is really interested in the player, and if Real Madrid finally tries to sign the player for the next